Okay.
Yeah, everyone says thank you to Trez for fixing this issue like super quick. Thank you so much, Trez. Yeah, it's nice and smooth again now. You guys only missed GBT from Trev, that's okay.
Yeah, Trev is using her Lady Mask for Gaiorg.
Yeah. Which, Bort did the same, which makes sense.
There is a brown chest in Twine Island Grotto. And I think Brot is going to do Cake Challenge. I haven't seen Cake Challenge in a while.
Yeah, exactly, Speg. It's nothing much. You only missed Trev's GBT. It's just the world record holder in the 100% glitch test. It's fine, it's fine. Don't need to worry about it. No, but sorry about that, guys. Oh, and Gipto Mask on Cake Challenge, that could be actually quite nasty.
Are we
So
going to see Mirror Shield in the well?
we could have a well. Vanilla Mirror Shield would be absolutely the comedic option here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Spec.
Yeah, we have Shrine,
like,
Poe
Shrine, Poe although for Poe and Shrine they do have Great Fairy Sword, but still, Secret Shrine, Poe the well, it's like all of the nasty checks are here.
Yeah, we need to see Smithy checks too.
Yeah, we can do both as well. And at least we have a fire arrow, so it's not like a lensless climb or something. Or even a lens climb.
So Brot is going to try and
if it's on Smithy, Trev would have to go for yet another trip inside of Pirate Fortress. Yeah, we could still get another wallet, like, in Shrine. That puts the cafe's mask in logic. Have to reset up Grandma. And then go to night 3, buy that cafe's mask, grab that letter to Mama again. Oh, and then reset time to set a midnight meeting again. That would be the absolute worst case scenario here, would be to get a wallet at any point in time is the worst. Would be the worst. Yeah, exactly, Spec. Can you imagine having to reroute old Grandma? Yeah, and again, Travis is really not that far behind. His GBT was really clean and fast, so he still has an entire dungeon behind Brot, but...
Yeah, if Shrine is nothing, Trev can save a little bit of time. Maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes? I'm not sure.
Yeah, the thing that would really turn the seed around in a big way would be if Camaro Mask has something. Because it was on Ward, Brot skipped it, but Trev didn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any overword check that Trev did that Brot skip. I think the only difference they have so far is that Trev did ward.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, we got Captain's Hut. Was it in Shrine?
Yeah, it was in the Dinolfo's chest. And yeah, I'm hoping that this storms.
Yeah, I'm also hoping for storms. And at this point, the Pamela is like a slim hope. A slim chance, but I'm still hoping. Also, happy 2 hours! I didn't think we would say it, but here we are. I'm gonna take this opportunity to shout out our runners, TrevPerson and BrotinderDose, which again, both incredible runners. On the tracking we have Brother and Basepoint, who are both doing an excellent job at tracking. And on the commentary booth with myself is Andrea. Oh, I forgot to update the bank free hint, like I wrote it down and then I forgot to save. Camaro, he's hinted indeed.
Yeah. I think Yoshi is referring to the Rosa sisters, maybe.
It can be a bit confusing sometimes to talk about Camaro because you tend to shorten like Romani instead of Romani Mask and stuff. For Camaro, it makes it super confusing.
Please be Storms.
Yeah, please be Storms. I think the runners, like especially Brod just wants to see Sonata, right? But we want to see Storms. Drum roll, please. And it is Sonata. All right, that is BrotinderDose in Go mode. And Trev, not far behind, but still has to finish his No-Head Temple and then do Secret Shrine to find its captains. So no Pamela today. And the Ward Skippers win again.
Oh yeah, we have 2 more races today, so a lot of action is still.
Yeah, today depends on which time zone you're talking about. From my perspective, last race.
Okay.
No, I'm wrong. There's also Spec versus Eris in an hour? No, 2 hours. Oh, I don't know how to calculate this. It's in an hour.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that much.
Yeah, and then there's Boo versus Cine a few hours later, so really exciting lineup of matches today. Yeah, lots of of races for a Thursday especially. Yeah, and Woodville Temple will be the last temple. But unfortunately, that means Brot will once again have to wait in front of Clocktown. Yeah, and people in chat are pointing out that here it's best to avoid using transformation and avoid using the hookshot because they both freeze time. And you want to waste as much in-game time as possible.
Oh, Trev missing the cutscene.
Yeah, missed the timing by not much.
Yeah, only this is like maybe 8 seconds.
I think it's really unfortunate for Trev because this all hinged on like this lemons that he felt. And if only he had slowed down time before doing lemons, he would be in a way better position right now. Like, probably neck to neck with Broad, given how things are going.
Yeah, I think at that point the race was very close. I was very scared when I saw Trev going very late. it just happens sometimes. You feel you have enough time.
Yeah, and
It's good learning.
sometimes the RNG with the lemons is a bit more
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah, that
Like he missed really like the last one transforming before he got kicked out.
yeah, insane.
Everyone's hoping for Princess to the Moon from Brot. I don't think it's part of that club, but we'll see. It also wastes a bit of in-game time. Not in-game time, but a bit of time for not much of in-game time. So I doubt he's going to go for it.
Very clean god fight from Trev.
Yeah, it really does, Spec. Yeah, I think in this race it was really like one small mistake put Trev behind in a way that unfortunately the seed didn't allow him to recover, because there was multiple time where if only a wallet had been accessible somewhere else, he could have made it back. And if only a bow could have been found somewhere earlier for him, he could also have made it back. But yeah, it was just one mistake and he was behind like for the rest of the time, unfortunately. But both played really well. Like it wasn't a mistake on Trev's part that really put him behind here. Like maybe not slowing down time was a mistake here. That's about the only thing you can really say, but that's not a big, like that's a bit nitpicky at this point. I think Brot is going to wait on Clone Tower roof with a pig mask. After all, why not? Unfortunately, it doesn't have Camara's mask to dance horse. Oh yes, Raven, Spec, please do that. Make an optimized meme item to take to. Like something that doesn't lose time. Yeah, exactly, Yoshir. That was such a small mistake that had disproportionate a consequence in terms of time loss. Although I see that Trev, unlike Brot, is not like rushing to Shrine. So I believe the outcome might still have been the same. Although, no, wait, Brot also went here to check the powder cake challenge. So never mind. Yeah, exactly, Sky. When it's runners on this level, it's one mistake is sometimes all it takes to put you behind. Sometimes they both make mistakes, but in this case, Brod didn't do any mistakes, and Trev made a small one, and that was how it went. And we're just waiting with a pig mask. That is beautiful. I wonder if Brod maybe feels like he might be behind. Like, I feel like this is the kind of seed that makes runner feel like they're behind.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not, because the second shrine play.
Yeah, true, but like, given how the beginning of a seed went, I find that runners tend to feel like they were behind,
Yeah.
even when they were not, just because progression was late in this particular seed. But it's just like, you usually have this internal, like, check mark about like, oh, I should be getting bow before like the 30-minute mark, so I'm probably behind. But yeah.
Oh, there's a monster.
Oh wow,
Oh,
more
that's
bait
scary.
for Trev's side. Yeah, the Rosa sisters do take a while. I would appreciate like a shortcut of this cutscene or speed up.
Nothing.
Nothing, yeah. We like the cutscene, we just don't want to see it for the 100th time. Like most of us played like hundreds of thousands of seeds. I think the highlights of this seed really were
Uh,
oh, Trev is actually going for the cake challenge, by the way. Yeah, the highlight of his seed was both fire and light being on Swamp Archery and that Vanilla Bomber's notebook. Can we ask Brot
oh,
what the recovery heart smell like? I'll try. Yeah, that was really nice music for Majora. I think it was Chrono Trigger music. Oh, and Trev also going to Shrine, so yeah, if I wasn't like this issue with the Bremen mask, we might have seen like a really close race. I think it would have come down to the minutes of a second.
yeah, very nice to see. I think Trev, yeah, like you said, like just one mistake. Like, play
Yeah, I
everything right.
exactly. I hope both of us come for an interview because I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Yeah, Brody King might be grieved by the remains here. And Trev about to find his last item. Yeah, Trev finding. Trev doesn't look happy about finding Captain's hat here. And GG to Brots with a final time of 2 hours and 15 minutes.
GG.
And Brot will be joining us for an interview very shortly. Yeah, this was a pretty baby seed. All in all, just had a very interesting bottleneck and order of item. So even though it was it wasn't a complicated seed, but I think it was still an interesting one. Yeah, the Mario died. Son in Delphino. Okay, Brot is about to join us. Congratulations, Brot. GG on that win. That was really close.
Yo, what's up? Thanks. How close was it?
Well, the thing is, like, when you finish, Trev just found his captain's hat. But the thing that
Oh,
was
damn.
holding him back was he was kicked out of Bremen, like of a Bremen mask place, when his last chicken was about to grow up. And because that was like the progression to get the wallet and then the hookshot, that really put him behind.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts you want to share about this seed?
Let me think. Yeah, the bow was kind of funny. So I found one bow, and I guess 5 minutes later I have all bows.
Yeah, it was really funny. So there was one locked bow in the landscape, and
Yeah.
the other was actually in Zora's Cape. So you could have gotten it without getting the one in Graveyard Grotto. But it was like, it went from no bow to bow percent, like real fast.
Yeah.
And for both of you, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I was kind of proud of myself that I did the swamp archery. I was thinking about to skip that because of Zora, Way of the Hero, but then I was thinking, okay, wait, full clear your Way of the Hero, do it. Got fire arrow and light arrow there. Was really happy about that.
Oh yeah, the both the ice, like the fire arrow and the light arrow being on swamp archery was really funny.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 required item for one wolf location.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was like this magic that was a bottleneck for both of you as well. Did you expect to find it here?
Yeah, I was thinking about that interior is something, but yeah, as I got the one check there is, I don't know, I guess it was express mail. I left,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
no
it was express
hookshot or
mail.
stuff like that, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm coming back later here.
Yeah, and it was your magic. Which, yeah, Trev also had to come back to Pirate Fortress, but without the hookshot, because again, he missed that Bremen mask and the wallet that led to the hookshot.
Yeah, kind of sad, but yeah, that happens to
Yeah, it
everyone, I
happens.
guess.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it was like very close because both of you were doing the same check in the same order. So I think we would have seen like a very, very close race. But yeah, anything else you want to share about the seed or about any of your upcoming matches, like races?
Let me. Did anyone have the bracket for me in chat?
Did anyone have what?
The bracket.
Yeah, the bracket link.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, someone linked it in the chat. Perfect. We have a comment for it actually.
Yo, thanks.
Yeah. So you'll be facing the loser of 26, which will be whichever loses between Xavi or Nasho.
Yeah, I would see Savi lose this match because he's a German buddy from me. We're doing some Ocarina of Time multi-world stuff together. That would be pretty funny matchup.
Yeah. So you want to see Xavi lose?
Yeah,
That's nice.
lose.
Yeah, Xavi. Also, I see your Chad resub in the chat as you arrive. Nice timing here. Both in the chat taking grief at your comment, bro. Andrea, do you have any like questions or comments you want to make about the seed?
Yeah, bro. What was the smell of the recovery
Oh,
card?
yeah, and I will be pulling Trev, who will also be joining us. Hi, Trev. GG.
GG's trap.
I am upset because of
Yo.
Bremen mask or lemons.
Yeah, we saw that. That was absolutely tragic.
And then I banked everything on it just not being useful.
Yeah, I can imagine. I probably would have thought the same. Like, oh, I'm hoping this is not my progression. It was.
Yeah. So I just bet like I got to the point where I had 2 checks left. It was a hookshot chest and hookshot chest was way slower. But I'm like, okay, if this is it, then maybe I can like recoup the time loss that I just experienced, because there's no way he checks this first, right? And then it ended up not being it, and so I knew I'd probably lost at that point, but I still tried.
I mean, at the end, it was close for the.
Yeah.
For-
It just
for
that was the only
stuff,
thing
yeah.
that put you behind. Otherwise, you were doing the same checks at like in the same order, so it would have been like a close race that could have come down to like precise execution. But yeah, that's a kind of mistake that unfortunately can happen in a rando, and that can really put you behind.
I mean, I would have made it too if there was that one lemon hiding. I would have made it.
That was very
Mm.
well RNG.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
if you got the hook shot in the first run, you would win, I guess.
Maybe it would have been anyone's game. Also, the seed could have been nice and have another wallet somewhere else, and then you would have had your hookshot and could have easily skipped the Bremens. But yeah. Oh, I had a question about. So both of you saw that Cafe's mask was an all-night mask. Did you have any thoughts about it? Like, were you scared that it was going to come into play?
I wasn't worried about it until I saw where special delivery was.
Ah, yeah, that's. I can imagine.
I kind of just ignored it, like maybe it'll come up, and then I saw where special delivery was. I'm like, okay, now I'm upset with that position of Cafe Mask because I can't check both now.
Yeah, it
So-
would have forced you to go all the way back inside of Pirate Fortress Interior. Yeah.
I already made 3 trips to Pirate's Fortress Interior.
Yeah, we saw. That was also the gold
Damn.
dust there, so
Uh,
it was just not very kind with item placement here. Yeah, really unfortunate for that Bremen mask. Because you were on the last ticket as well, right? Or
Yeah.
somewhere close, like 1 or 2 more, and it could have made it.
yeah, that was last location.
Yeah. Is there a reason why you didn't slow down time earlier, or?
I thought I could make it, and then I realized, like, no way, if I get bad RNG, I can't make it.
Yeah, that was kind of bad RNG. Like, not the worst RNG, but that was still bad
Yeah.
RNG.
If I got good RNG, I think I could have made it without inverting, but I'm like, wait, no, this is kind of risky. And so I decided to invert, but I should have just decided to invert sooner. But I know I could have made it, but like I was relying way too much on luck, and I'm like, I shouldn't do that in a race. And I just made that decision like too late.
So that could have been like, that's a mistake that is more due to the speedrunner side of you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always what happens. Yeah. Because it's not the stakes are not that high. Well, it's pretty high in the speedrun, but it's like if you lose here and then your opponent doesn't, then yeah, it loses you a lot of time. Like we saw in this case, yeah. Any other like thoughts or comments you want to add about this seed?
Other than that, no. I'm mostly happy with how I played it, other than like what happened after that. Like that was like the biggest thing that probably cost me at least 5 minutes, if not more.
Yeah, exactly. That was the only thing that put you behind, because the rest your execution was really clean. Your routing was also like I said, exactly the same. So yeah, you both played really well. That was actually, thank you guys both for the race, because that was a really good race to watch. Now we're just watching you sword slash the door on Clock
Yeah.
Tower.
I'm not sure actually if I should have handled this better. Cause like I needed it to be day 1 or night 1 to get the song Sonata, and then I don't know. Brotinder, did you end up waiting at the door?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a way to avoid this, but I can't think of one. Assuming I was doing the dungeons as soon as I could, and
Yeah, I don't think you could have. Maybe if like the last song was on mirrors, but given that it was like on captains, you needed to wait anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, people in the chat are asking, what are your thoughts on having 2 elemental arrow in Swamp Archery?
Oh, I forgot about that. I laughed when I saw that. That was really funny. I don't.
Yeah, that was.
I did a practice seed leading up to my races for bracket stage, and I actually had one that was similar, where I had a Tingle, Milk Road Tingle on that practice seed had both Goron Mask and Magic, and it was comparable to that.
Wow. Like, yeah.
It was really funny though. I mean, I don't have my mic on stream, but I did like laugh out loud. I think it was the only time I like audibly said anything. Since I'm not using mic, I mostly play silently, but there I actually laughed out loud.
Yeah, we actually saw it because you can see your camera in the commentary booth, and we saw your laugh. That was great to see. Yeah, and this location ended up having like 3 required items because it also had your Zora mask.
Yep.
So that was an overpowered way of a hero location here. Oh, and one last funny part of this seed was the Vanilla Bomber's notebook, which you both got early.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Vanilla Bomber's notebook. Trev, you were probably thinking like, wait, am I actually speedrunning the game? No.
Definitely not after what happened at Ranch. Oh, I guess Ranch hadn't happened yet then, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it was before even the Ranch. Yeah, that seed was trouble. Also, both of you cleared Swamp without a bottle, and then getting that first bottle of gold dust in the sewers.
Yeah, like because it was Way of the Hero, I figured there was no reason not to just like full clear until I find something.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a really good race for both of you. And yeah, Trev, unfortunately that means you're eliminated from the tournament, but I hope you had a good time with us on the
I did have a good time. It's a little bit what happened in the bracket stage, like a little unfortunate. Because in my first race in Winterside, my tracker had an error in it, and it was telling me something was out of logic that was in logic, and I lost 40 minutes to it.
Oh no! What item was that actually?
It was it had like a mistake in logic with how it treats Stone Tower Temple, because in that seed Stone Tower Temple was the first in logic dungeon as well, and we got Song of Healing, and it ended up being required. But for some reason after I beat it, it said everything with Song of Healing was out of logic.
Oh, was it maybe because of a 1 mask climb?
I don't know, because it said Stone Tower was in logic, so I actually don't know what happened there. I ended up talking to Exodus about it, since it's their tracker, and it had something to do with, like, apparently, like, does the logic for Season 4, like, have Fierce Deity as, like, logically, like, beating Twin Mold?
Yeah, like, it is one of the logical conditional in the logic editor for beating Twin Mold.
Okay, because according to Exodus, Fierce Deity wasn't part of the logic for that, and so I didn't have Giant's Mask, and I did have Fierce Deity, and so the tracker didn't think anything after Stone Tower was in logic. And I'm, like, new to this. I've only been doing this for 2 months, so I took the tracker at its word. I was confused. Like, I talked about this after that race, where I was, like, actively confused why it was telling me that, because it didn't make sense to me. But the tracker I was using had never been wrong before, so I just assumed, like I'm wrong, because I'm new to this, so I must not understand.
Yeah, that's understandable, because yeah, you wouldn't think, oh, FD actually puts my Twin Mold into logic or some kind of...
Yeah, and like I don't do FD fight anyway. I haven't learned it. I was gonna learn it if I had more time, but I'm like so experienced with arrow fight that I usually just do arrow fight. So yeah, because sometimes because we can beat Twin Mold with both elemental or row, we tend to think that it's what puts it into logic. Yeah. Oh, good games though, Brotinder.
Yo, GG.
You better go the whole way now. The craziest losers run of all time.
Yeah, I'm trying.
That way I can say I lost to the winner.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the best for you.
Oh my god. That was rough. That was like, I'm glad I made it to bracket though for my first. I wish I did better in bracket, but like for being new to this, I'm happy I made it to bracket, and I don't think I did had an altogether horrible showing. Especially this seed compared to last seed. This seed, like, I just had one big mistake that cost me 5-10 minutes, and that was like the biggest thing.
Yeah, that really was the only mistake, really, and it's not even a big mistake. It just like the game was kind of trolling you as well. Like, yeah.
Just
But
bad RNG.
Yeah, I hope we see you again for next year, because it was really like nice to see you play, because you have like really clean movement, and your routing is also really good. So yeah, I hope we see you again next year.
I have to thank Jess and Matt for my routing. They like coached me for like the last month or two. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're both incredibly good players, so
yeah, and
you guys
I
are
already
training with
knew
the
them
best.
from like glitchless speedruns and whatnot. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're both also speedrunners.
yeah. Although I think we tried to talk Matt back into getting into glitchless again, and he's not buying. It's not.
Ah, that's a shame, because now he's out of MMR, so he has all the time in the world to do glitchless.
Wait, is he eliminated?
No, but he quit, so maybe
Oh,
it was to make more time for glitchless.
maybe.
Who knows?
Okay, I didn't even realize he quit. Okay. Oh yeah, I will probably do this next year. I had fun. I would do it again. I need to redeem myself, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be like the big redemption arc. Like you're just signing up for next year's big redemption arc, where you're gonna take all the victories.
I think I can definitely do better next year. I feel like also like I was improving so much during quals that I could also start with a higher seed. And then maybe if I lose my round 1, the 3rd seed won't get upset and then force me to go. Dude, I was terrified when you lost, Brotinder. I'm like, wait, if I lose, I'm against them. And then I did.
Yeah, and it
I'm
did
like, oh,
happen.
okay. Yeah. Little rough. Can't believe you did this to me, Brotinder. This is targeted harassment. Surely.
Yeah, that was a
I'm just
really
joking.
rough first loser bracket to face, like for either of you, because like yeah, Brod, I don't know how you were feeling about facing Trev, but
Yeah,
that was not an easy player.
I was the whole day so nervous about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah,
I will never not invert for Bremen again if I'm there at night 3.
yeah, lessons were learned. So first is
Yeah.
like the twin mold logic, and now it's the Bremen inversion.
Yeah. Still learning things. It's okay. It's okay. I will be stronger next year. So, yeah. Just sad. Wanted to keep playing.
Yeah, I can imagine. MMR is really fun. At least now you got a whole year to hone in on that logic, because it can get quite complex with MMR. So
Yeah.
you'll experience all of the case scenario, and next bracket you'll be like, oh, I know exactly what this is.
Yeah. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in like the meantime in like the next year. I really haven't decided that yet, but I'll probably like make sure I keep playing some rando, so I keep learning new things and keep everything fresh.
Yeah.
So, even if I'm not grinding it, I will probably do some occasionally.
Yeah, you can participate in the weeklies, for example, every once in a while, and
Oh
all that
yeah,
good
what
stuff.
so when are those? Because I've literally just started doing rando, and I'm unfamiliar with like most of the rando community, and like I'm still learning
They're
people's
usually
names.
on Saturdays, but because of now we get a lot of matches that are already scheduled, like for the brackets. We've been skipping those, but they're usually on Saturday, and we'll return as soon as we have the volunteers to do that.
Gotcha. What time, or does it vary?
Oh, I can tell you, it's time zones and stuff.
Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, the information is probably somewhere in the MMR Discord.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, thanks so much. I think this is a good point to wrap this up. So I would like to extend another thank you for both of you for racing today. That was a really good race, so thank you so much for both of your performance. And Brotinder, I wish you good luck on your next race. And Trev, good luck in practicing for next season, and for probably going back to speedrunning in the meantime.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Thanks for the stream.
Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Browser and Basepoint, thank you so much for the excellent tracking you've done today. And Andrea, thank you for the commentary review. It was again a pleasure to commentate with you.
Thank you.
The next race will be actually in 20 minutes. I believe it's Beck versus Eris. So it's going to be another really good race that you may not want to miss out. It's going to be on the same channel, so I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty quickly. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you very soon.